Hi, you've tuned in to Yoga with Amber Brewster. Thank you for joining me today. Today's class, you'll need a bolster and 2 yoga blocks and a yoga mat. You can always use a blanket instead of a bolster. That will work as well. So we're going to come into a comfortable seat, Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged. And you're going to place your blanket underneath your hips just to get your hips a little higher than your knees so you can align your spine upright into a neutral position. Once you come into a seat, close your eyes. Just notice the spine, the sit bones. Allowing the breath to come in and out of the nose, closing the lips, resting the tongue gently behind the teeth, just at the upper palate. Little tuck of the chin, lengthening the back of the neck. Continue your breathing in and out, just noticing the breath. The shoulders roll back, keeping an open chest, allowing the breath to fill fully. And the exhale to release completely. We'll begin with a short meditation using the mantra So Hum. As you sit upright in your seated posture, notice the sound of the breath into the back of the throat, the sound of the inhale So, and exhale Hum. So, hum. Continue this mantra. Bringing the mind to focus solely on the breath. So, hum. So, S-O, hum, H-A-M. And at any point, the mind will begin to wander. And at another point, you'll realize you've lost track of your mantra. So you just gently recognize that you'll bring your focus back towards your mantra. Inhale So, exhale Hum. So, hum. Continue with the mantra. Noticing how easily the mind wanders, simply draw it right back. Inhale, exhale. Releasing the mantra, allow the breath to flow in and out naturally. Gently blinking the eyes open. Keeping the hands pressing down on both knees. Inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest by pressing the hands into the knees to lift. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Being fluid with the movement as you inhale and exhale. Ujjayi breath, ocean breath. A little clench into the back of the throat so you can hear the sound of your breath through each inhale and exhale. 2 more. Rising up to an inhale breath. Circle the arms up, inhale. Exhale, twist right. Inhale up through center, arms reach overhead. Exhale, twist left. 4 more, inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, twist right. Inhale up, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, lift the arms, spine grows tall. Exhale, left. Inhale, lifting the arms, and exhale, lower. Placing the block off to the side. Coming into hands and knees. Cat, cow, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, rounding the spine. Notice the tailbone as you inhale, flip tail legs up, gaze forward. Exhale, start from the tail, round the spine, head drops last. 3 more, inhale, full breath, lengthen. Exhale, full breath out. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. 1 more, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale through a neutral spine, making a tabletop position with your back. Exhale and stretch left arm forward. Another deep inhale, gaze just between the hands at the mat. And exhale, stretch the right leg back. Hold into the steadiness of the pose. Notice if the belly is drooping down towards the mat. Use the exhale breath to pull the belly in and up, lengthening the spine, supporting it with your abs. Inhale and exhale, elbow to knee, round the spine. Inhale, stretch out, lengthen. Exhale as you round, the gaze comes at your navel. Inhale, gaze returns to the mat between the hands. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last 1. Knee to elbow. Inhale, out, stretch. Lower left hand, bend right knee. Exhale, right arm reaches forward. Inhale, lengthen fingers forward as you exhale, left leg stretches back. Bringing your inhale breath to the back body, the space between the rib cage and the pelvis as you inhale. And exhale, front ribs funnel together towards pelvis. Continue the Ujjayi breath, ocean breath, victorious breath. Exhale, elbow to knee, round the spine. Inhale, lengthen arm and leg. Exhale, elbow, knee. Continue to move. The breath initiates the movement. Inhale, stretch it. Exhale, round it in. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Lower right hand, lower left knee, extended child's pose. Knees open, hips back. Arms reach forward, forehead presses into the mat. Notice the space between the shoulders and the hips. Create length in both side bodies. Hands are as wide as the mat. Walk left hand to meet right and stretch the left side. Reaching your left hip back, making more length throughout your left side body. Inhale, walk left hand back to the side of the mat. Exhale, right hand meets left. Send right hip back, lengthening the right side body. With each exhale breath, pulling the belly in and up away from the thighs, the mat. Walking right hand back. Inhale, lift up, round the spine. Gaze forward, let the hips fall down. Lift the heart, gaze up. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, coming forward. Hips come forward. And exhale, round. Pull the knees in more to hip distance parallel as we move through 3 more. Inhale, coming forward, cobra. Hips come forward, a little tuck of the pelvis, pubic bone up towards sternum. And exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, child's. Inhale. And exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come forward through plank. Left foot, right foot, step back. Inhale to pause and exhale, downward facing dog. Hips back, lengthen through the legs. It's not a matter of pressing the heels down, but really finding length. So bend the knees, bring them about 1 foot to 6 inches off the floor, and reach your sit bones up long to make length through the spine. As you exhale, straighten the legs as you reach your hips up. Inhale, exhale equally. Little steps forward with the feet. And forward fold, bending the knees to fold the chest over the thighs. Push through the heels.
straightening the legs as much as you can, continuing to keep the spine folding forward over the thighs. Weight comes into the toes, 60% of the weight into the balls of the feet. Heels are grounded into the mat, 40%. Inhale, reverse swan dive, the arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana, hands overhead. Exhale, hands through heart, Anjali Mudra. Tadasana, mountain pose, arms by the sides. Inhale, arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive the arms down. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan, the arms up. Hands in prayer through heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, wash the heart. Exhale, release and let go of that which no longer serves you. Inhale, lift up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold over the thighs. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands overhead. Exhale, back through heart center. One more, Tadasana. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step left foot back, right foot back, plank. Lowering down, knees. Bend the elbows, chest, chin. Untuck toes. Inhale, lift the heart up and forward, baby cobra. Lower down, exhale, press back, child's pose. Three full breath cycles. Inhale, come forward, step left, right foot back, plank, downward facing dog. Maybe you bend the knees, resetting the spine to lengthen the hips up and back. Forearms internally rotate, pressing into the thumb, index finger, and the other 6 fingers. Trying to keep the little arch of the wrist lifted and preserved. Upper arms externally rotate. So you get this action through the arms, in at the forearms, out with the shoulders, and up with the shoulder blades towards the pelvis. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, pull the knee in towards the chest. Push into the hands. Make space for the right foot to land. Inhale, high lunge. Right knee remains over the ankle. Left heel is pushing back. Draw of the pubic bone up using those belly muscles, keeping the belly engaged to support the left stretch through the hip. Holding the arms, reaching them up overhead. Find steadiness in the pose. Using your breath, inhale and exhale fully out the nose, Ujjayi breath. Exhale, plant the hands, step right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee into the chin. Push into the hands, lift up. Maybe you wiggle the toes forward. Ball of the right foot supports you. Find the steadiness in the foot. Both feet support you. Inhale, lift the arms. So we work on the feet. The standing posture starts from the feet first. There's energy pushing out with both feet, but at the same time, they're pulling together and keeping the lift out through the pelvis, out through the crown of the head. So the action of both out and in is a balance. In and out. Inhale, exhale. There's a balance to life. Restoring that balance in the body, right to left. Inhale and exhale. Shoulders release away from the ears. And exhale, plant the hands, stepping the left foot back, downward facing dog. Walking the feet back towards the hands. Inhale, chair pose. Your feet are parallel, about 2 inches apart from each other, tracing out all the way up through the hips. Take a look down at your toes. You can see your big toe, second toe, maybe a little peak of your third toe, aligning the knee directly over second toe. Bending the knees, you really feel the fire warming in the legs. Steady that fire with your breath. Refocus the mind on something other than the building of the heat in the legs. Bring your hands to heart center. Press the palms together. And as you press the palms together, notice that thought takes your mind away from the burning in the legs. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, rotate right. Sweep the arms past the right leg. Keep the spine long. Inhale, lift the arms back up. And exhale, twist left. 2 more. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, right. Inhale, chair. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, arms back through chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, the arms circle up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart. Closing the eyes. Take notice of the body. Maybe the heart rate is beating a little more. Notice when you take a moment to connect in with your breath. With each exhale, you can calm the heart rate, bringing yourself back into yourself and centered. Inhale, arms circle overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands through heart, Anjali Mudra. Look down at the feet. Lift the right foot. Step it back. Lower the right heel down. Arms reach out. Warrior 2. Left heel to right heel alignment with the feet. Left knee remains bent. Right leg is straight.
Gazes over your left middle finger. Warrior Two Drishti. Focus directly over that left middle finger. Keep your gaze fixed, your breath moving in and out. The legs out as much as they are pulling in. So you feel the left shin pushing out forward, the right heel grounding into the mat. At the same time, you feel this energy of your inner thighs pulling towards each other to lift up through your pelvic floor and through the crown of your head. Flipping the left palm up. Gaze over your right shoulder, lower the right hand, reverse warrior. Side bending into the left side body, right side body, opening up the left side. The right hand is gently just touching, not leaning. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Grab your blocks here. You might need them. You'll have them on either side of the left foot. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Both legs are straight, having that same heel to heel alignment. Maybe left heel to mid right arch is okay as well. You're upright with your spine. Inhale, reach out. Keep both side bodies long. As you exhale, lower the left arm, reach the right arm up. Keep your breath steady and flowing. Go ahead and bring the right hand down to the right hip. Notice that we've kept our pelvis stacked over itself. We don't want that right hip to come forward. You're going to grab the left block, bend the left knee, set the block just about a foot in front of the left foot. You're going to tap on that right foot. It's like a kickstand. Half moon. Press up into the left leg. Left hand stays gently resting on the block. And right leg reaches up, foot flexed. Gaze can be down at the block, just under your left hand. Gaze can be out forward, a little more challenging. Or all the way up past the right thumb. Your choice. That left foot, you'll start feeling it wobble. You want to have all toes spread out. You're going to bend the left knee, step the right foot back, warrior two, just as we came in. Cartwheel the arms back down, framing left foot. Step the left foot back into plank. Inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. Notice your breath. Can you return it back to your center, equal breathing? Little steps with the feet, back to meet, forward fold. Inhale, the arms lift, chair pose. Exhale, lower the hands to the hips. You'll lift your left foot off the mat and step it back. Arms reach out to a T, warrior two, gazes over the right fingertip. Notice the arms. Are you pressing them back just to feel more? Can you get out of the feeling sensation and know that the hands are just slightly under the shoulders, just straight out from the shoulders, and the gaze, that focal point, is directly fixed over the right middle finger. No change, no release, just focused meditation and movement. The left outer edge of the foot is grounding down into the mat. Sometimes it wants to lift, but you're pushing and connecting the whole foot down. The inner arch of the left foot is lifted. Your inner thigh is engaging as the right inner thigh pulls towards the left. You get this little lift up out of the pelvis through the crown of the head. The spine is tall. Flipping the right palm up, gaze over the left hand, and exhale, reverse your warrior. Side bend. Keeping that right knee bent. Feet are rooted into the earth. Notice the breath, how it shortens on the inhale. Can you elongate your inhale and slow your breath down? Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale, reach out over the right leg. Keep those arms reaching. And exhale, lower the right arm where it lands. Reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Lift your right toes off the mat and engage your right thigh. Now try to keep that engagement of the right thigh as you lower the toes. So the legs are active. They're holding you strong in this balance. Lowering the left hand to the left hip. It's a reminder to keep that left hip stacked on top of the right so you're not going to drop it forward and square it to the mat. You want to square the hips to the wall. Bend the right knee. You'll grab the block, place it about a foot in front of the right foot. Start tapping that left foot towards the right. Right hand will come onto the block. As you float the left leg up, you can keep your right knee bent until you feel steady to straighten the leg. Reaching the left arm up, gaze can stay at the right hand, or maybe out forward, or maybe gazing up past the left fingertips. Yogi's choice. Breath is flowing. Steadiness in the right foot. Big toe to little toe to heel. Full inhale. Full exhale. Taking another inhale, bend the right knee. As you exhale, plant the left foot, warrior two. Inhale, hold. Cartwheel the arms down, framing the right foot. Step right foot back, plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spreading all 10 fingers out wide. Reaching the sit bones long up towards the wall behind you. Bending the knees and lower down, child's pose.
Sliding the arms back, rolling the spine up to a seated position. Exhale, round down. Arms stretch out forward as you come forward onto your belly. And place the blocks off to the side. Forearms press down into the mat, elbows under the shoulders, Sphinx pose. Push down into the forearms. Lift the heart up and forward. Little tuck of the pelvis. To feel the abdominals lengthen with strength. So they're not oozing all over the floor, but rather they're active. The back muscles are lifting the spine, back bending. The belly's drawing in and up, supporting the spine and the back bend. The forearms pressing down and forward to get more lift. Breastbone shines forward. Breathing steady. You're going to bring your left forearm towards your right elbow. And then you'll bring your right foot towards your butt and sweep the right hand back to meet the right foot. Opening up the chest, making sure the right knee is parallel with the left. So it's not out to the side. You want to pull it in towards the left and keep those legs parallel. Maybe you flex your right foot. If you feel any pressure in the knee, just back off a little. And if you have a strap, you can always place the strap around the ankle so as to meet you where the body says it should be today. Breathe fully. If you need to, you can lower your head down. Relax the right leg. Right arm comes back down. Left arm forward. Switching the arms. Turning that right forearm in front of the body. Bend the left knee. And sweep that left hand back. You're pushing down and forward with the forearm to get the chest lifted. Both legs are active. There's a slight push of the shin into the left hand to actively engage the leg. With each exhale breath, pulling the front ribs back towards the spine. Release the left leg. Left hand comes in front of right, and you lower down. Rolling over onto your back. Bridge pose, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. You'll bring your feet hip distance parallel. You can walk the heels towards your bum. Just bringing your heels directly under your knees. Arms are active, pressing down into the mat. Inhale breath. As you exhale, roll the spine up into bridge. You lift your hips up, press into the feet, lift the hips up even higher. Yoga bridge begins into our back bends. A little chin space, so we're not driving the chin towards the chest. We're keeping the back of the neck long, preserving the curve of the neck. As you use the back muscles to lift, can you tuck the pelvis a little, take the pressure out of the low back, get a little length to the front of the thighs, Reaching your knees forward, heels pulling back towards the shoulders. And exhale, roll the spine down. Release through neutral. Pulling the knees in towards the chest. Making small circles with the knees. And reverse that direction. Happy baby pose. Pulling the knees out to the side bodies. Flex both feet. Hands can come behind the thighs or the shins or maybe onto the toes. If it is on the toes, make sure you're not curling your toes and being funky with your feet. You want to keep your foot in a flat position, just like if you were up on the ceiling. The purpose of the hold of the hands, whether you're behind the thighs or the calves or the shins or the toe, is just to help bring the knees in towards the shoulders. With each exhale breath, lengthening the tailbone forward away from the head, so as to lengthen the spine and stretch around the glutes into the hips and low back. With a gentle push out with the elbows into the knees, get a little inner thigh lengthening as well. Begin to rock side to side, right and left. And pausing through center, draw the legs back together. Feet come down, bridge pose. Inhale, feet parallel. Exhale, pelvic curl, roll up, lifting hips. Walk the arms underneath the body this time and interlace the hands and fingers. You'll tuck one pinky inside the hand grip so you have the hands pressing down and actively pressing down to give a little more assist in lifting the hips a little higher. Call it shoulder bridge for a reason. The shoulders are active. Notice your feet, big toes pressing down just as much as the outside edge of the foot. When you press that big toe down, can you feel a little more inner thigh connection, drawing the knees to line up over your second toe? Little tuck of that pelvis, lift the hips a little higher. Release the arms and roll the spine down. We're going to come over to the wall for legs up the wall. And you can bring your mat a little closer. You're going to lie against the wall. Bring your sit bones pretty close here to the wall so that you can get your legs to go as straight up as possible, so you can find this 90-degree angle with the ceiling and the floor, or the floor and the wall. Bringing your arms out to a goalpost position to get a little openness across the chest. Settling into your breath, into your body. Flexing the feet as you reach the heels up, lengthening through the back of the legs. And you feel the support of the earth underneath you. Just grounding down into the space. What supports you? What nourishes you? Is it that 8 hours of sleep? Is it your yoga practice?
Is it the 5 minutes you take to simply just breathe and reconnect with yourself out in nature? What things do you do that support you to be the best you? Taking that time to fill your cup. So that when you're around those that you love, you interact with them at your fullest, most vibrant, supported self. Go ahead and open the legs. You can flex the feet or maybe point them. Just finding what supports your body today. I said earlier, maybe not going so much with the sensation or chasing a sensation, knowing that it should feel some way or that you want more out of it so that you can feel as though you're working through this sensation. But rather, I'm inviting you to just go to a position that is supportive. Rather than reaching out for more, simply be with the support of what you know inside your heart, your body, your mind, that will support your practice today and tomorrow and in the future. So many times we find ourselves reaching for more, but yet we don't have the resources to support more. So just moving within a space that's supportive for your body, that's rejuvenating. Go ahead and bend the knees, bringing your feet together. Reclined bound angle pose. Here, the outside edges of the feet will be pressing into the wall. And maybe you move your arms up to get a more opening because the elbows fell to the floor. But again, this is more in a supportive fashion, because you're supporting your body to grow rather than to take 100 steps back and recover from an injury. Trust that your body will bring you into the space that is the most supportive, the most enriching, just in this moment here and now. Feel the tailbone elongate towards the wall, creating a space under the low back, neutral spine, small curve under low back, small curve under neck. You feel the weight of the pelvis, the weight of the rib cage and the head, equally pressing down into the earth. Actively send your knees towards the wall. The feet begin to open up depending on your hip opening level. It's not a competition, it's simply just noticing where you are. And stretching both legs back up again on the wall, you'll cross your left leg over the right. Try to keep both side bodies long. You'll notice that your right hip wants to pop out away from the wall. But I want you to equally press your sit bones towards the wall, which may mean that that knee comes more forward towards your right shoulder. And then you're actively sending the left knee towards the wall without pushing.
2 more full breath cycles. Inhale to unfold and exhale, stretch the leg up. Inhale, bend the right knee. And exhale, send the right knee towards the wall. So here, finding the support for your body means arriving into the position, settling into the position. And with each exhale breath, guiding the right knee to externally rotate with the support of the breath. So we're not rushing to grab for more. We're simply being present in the moment to achieve over time the goal. But really, we have no idea how that goal is going to look. The journey is really where all the good adventures come from. So breathe into that journey and allow it to become what it becomes. Through dedication of supporting yourself and showing up as yourself is the best way to support you so that you can support others. Notice if that left hip popped out, guide the sit bone back towards the wall, and then stretching the right leg back up. You bring the legs down the wall, rolling over. One last pose, fish pose. We're going to place the blocks, one up high for the head and one block a little lower. It's going to be placed just at the base of the shoulder blade. The bolster or your blanket will go under the knees. And as you roll down, placing the block just at the base of the shoulder blades. Maybe changing that head block so it supports you right at the ridge of the skull. Bringing the arms to palms pressing forward over the chest, and then open out to a T. Closing the eyes. Just breathing here. Lips are sealed. Just breathe. At any moment, your mind wants to wander. Guide it back to the breath. Inviting in the So-Hum mantra. Listening to the breath at the back of the throat. so. Hum. I am. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. I am. Maybe you change the head block so you get a little more back extension, but if you feel any kinking or pinching sensations in the neck, just back off and change the block position back to where you started. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. I am present here, now. Not within my past, not in my future, but present now. Bring your hands behind your head as you release the mantra. Take a full inhale breath, stretching feet out long. As you exhale, nod the chin, round up. Coming up away from the block. Taking the bolster out from underneath you. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Inhale, the arms lift. And exhale, round over the spine. Goes forward, hands press down onto the mat. With each inhale breath, extend the spine, meaning using the back muscles to lengthen the spine more forward. As you exhale, pull the belly in. Inhale, this lengthening forward. Exhale, supporting the spine, bending over the legs. Full breath in and out. Flexing the feet, legs are active. Slightly internally rotate. You feel the legs squeezing together. Wrapping up towards the sit bones, squeezing together. You get a little lift out of your seat. Maybe the hands come onto the shins or maybe to the feet, and you get a little more lift and lengthen through the spine, and then release the hands and fold more deeply over the legs. Inhale, Dandasana, staff pose. And coming into a cross-legged position. You're going to bring your right shin in front of the left shin. Feet will be flexed. You'll sit up tall and then hinge forward at the hips. Hands come down and fold over the legs. So with the right shin forward of the left, you feel a deep right hip stretch. Breathe into the tightness in the right hip. And exhale, release all that no longer serves you. Meaning all those thoughts, those worries, those concerns that never really came to be. Exhale, release it. All the worry, the concern for the future. And exhale, release. The present is here and now. Feeling the sensations move in and out of the body with the exhale breath. One more full breath cycle. Rise up on the inhale. Uncross. Left leg comes forward of the right. Feet are flexed. Sit up tall to inhale. And exhale, fold over the legs. Keep the feet flexed, protecting the knees. Slide the arms forward as you lower the chest down. Keeping that full inhale breath, reaching the spine forward like we found in Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. And the exhale, pulling the belly back to support the low spine. The inhale breath, washing the body from all the past hurt, from all the past regret, from all the past wishes. We release and let it all go. Inhaling into the future. We exhale and release anything from the future that causes us stress, worry, or anxiety. Let it go. So that it brings you fully into the present moment, feeling the sensations deep into the left hip. We hold our emotions in the hips and into the pelvis. Bringing your awareness into these spaces helps to connect to those things that we've been holding on to or gripping, wishing we could change them. But rather, when we connect in with our breath, we connect in with our true self. Meaning we tend to realize that all those worries, those concerns really just brought you out of this very moment, from experiencing this moment fully. So what's holding you back from this moment? Be present here, now. That's what's really happening right now. You, the breath, the pose, this body. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. Inhale, rise up. Roll the shoulders back. Now here you can come to have a seat on a block. Or the bolster. We'll bring the right arm up behind the head and bring the left hand behind the back and grab for the fingertips. If you need to, you can always bring a strap behind you, but really get that right elbow reaching up towards the ceiling. Open chest, open heart. Present in the moment, present with the sensations. Accepting them as they are, not wanting to change it, just accepting. Full breath in, full breath out.
2 more full cycles. Releasing the hands on the inhale. Stretch the arms. Feel the energy flow through the fingers, the arms. Release the arms down. Bringing the left arm up overhead. Bend the elbow. Palms placing on the back. You'll bend the right elbow, bringing that hand behind the back. Now my fingers just barely touch. This side is different, and your sides will be different. I want you to focus here on finding the length of the left elbow up towards the ceiling. Try and get the right shoulder to roll back away from the front body. Full inhale breaths. Full exhales. Three more full breath cycles. Last cycle. Inhale, release the arms out to a T. Palms face up. Release the arms down. Releasing the block out from underneath you. Both blocks off to the side. We're coming into Shavasana. You can place the bolster underneath the legs if you like. Sometimes if you feel any pressure in the low back with the legs straight, it's nice to place a bolster or a blanket underneath the knees. Legs are straight. You're just going to let the legs fall open. Toes pointing out to the sides. Palms will be facing up. Palms facing up represents this accepting of what is and accepting each and every moment as it is. Not trying to change it, just accepting. You feel the support of the earth beneath you. The acceptance of the moment in your heart space. Just breathing. Focus your attention on the breath. You'll grip your hands, making fists, tensing the arms, tensing the legs, point the feet, tense the whole body, belly, back, shoulders, face, tense it so hard. Take an inhale breath, hold, exhale, release. One more, clenching the fists, forearms, shoulders, feet, legs, belly, back, face. Tense it all. Inhale. Hold. Exhale, release. And let the body rest into the support of the earth. Changing nothing once you find your body balanced, right and left sides. Shavasana, dead body pose, corpse pose. Just recognizing the physical practice is done. Just like in life, there's life and death. The practice, the beginning and the end. Life comes in, life goes.
trusting the breath. In and out it goes. And notice the space between each breath. Inhale, there's a pause. Exhale, there's a pause. And to begin to notice the pause after the exhale as the completion of a full cycle. So the breath reminds us that when something begins, we know it'll end. So as to not become attached to this excitement of the beginning or the excitement that the practice will end because, oh gosh, it's so hard, but rather just accepting what it is right here in this moment. The cycle, the beginning, the end, and the continuation of that fluid cycle in and out of the breath, the prana, the life energy, the seasons, and trusting that this ever-changing ebb and flow of the breath of life, simply just trusting that in each moment we'll be carried to exactly the point in which we were brought to this moment. Simply breathe. Letting go of our need to control or have things the way that we want them to be. But rather accepting life as it comes, in and out, it flows. Trusting that in those moments that make us feel completely uncomfortable and out of our self, that we can come back to this breath. And remember that this breath carries us through our likes and dislikes, through change. We accept each moment just as it is. Next inhale, breath, wiggling the fingers and the toes. To exhale, rolling over to your right side into fetal position. The right side representing the active, masculine, fiery side. It's just a cycle. We'll come back to this practice. Pressing up with the left side representing the coolness, that feminine energy, the balance between the right and the left, the hot, the cold, the sun, the moon. It's a balance, the breath in and out. Bringing your hands down to the knees as we come to our meditative seat. Rolling the shoulders back. The shoulder blade angles tuck into their little pockets, all snug up against the rib cage, keeping that chest open. Little tuck of the chin. Feeling the spine lined up vertically over the sit bones. Bring your awareness to the third eye, the point between the brows, just above the bridge of the nose. Your internal gazing point
for meditation. Today we'll be meditating to a simple count of 9. You can always pause and continue 108 repetitions of the mantra. Today I'll show you how to count on your fingers. There's a placeholder on the left hand. The right side is the more active side, and so we count actively with the right hand. So here, the first repetition, thumb holds the index finger. For the first 9 counts, the right thumb will touch the pinky for 1. Drop down to the middle pinky for 2. And the third portion of the pinky for 3. You come over to the ring finger at the base, 4. 5 middle, 6 at the top, and then the middle finger we cross over to the top, 7, middle 8, and 9. That's 1 set of 9. If you were continuing with the full 108, you would move your placeholder to 2 after you do the second count fully. Today, we'll do a 9 count holding the index finger, which is Jnana Mudra, meaning the ego and the I meet like union of one, yoga. Place the left hand palm up, Jnana Mudra, closing the eyes, counting with the right hand. Today's mantra, Lokah, Samastah, Sukhino, Bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Take a full inhale breath. Full exhale out the mouth. Letting the breath flowing in and out. And beginning. Lokah Samastah Sukhino Bhavantu. 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 Last one. Lokah Samastah Sukhino Bhavantu. Releasing the mantra, hands to prayer. At heart center, the thumbs press into the sternum. Crown of the head roots up towards the ceiling as the sit bones root down into the earth. Our spine rises up to the heavens as we root down into the earth with this live physical body. Brightest light in me honors the most brightest light in you. Namaste. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.